Good morning and happy Monday. Today is April 17th, 2023. It's Native Dave and the time now is, 9:13 a.m. I'm here to share some highlights from the weekend and also just an upcoming event. But first, let me take a shot real quick of my coffee. My coffee this morning is Folgers, black and cold like my soul. No, it's Folgers and it is black and it is cold because I like to drink my coffee cold. I'm not talking about iced coffee here. I really don't like iced coffee. I'm talking about hot coffee and letting it get cold. So, how are y'all doing up to this point in the year? We just wrapped up our first quarter of the year last month. I know that we set out to do things, right? We set goals, we set New Year's resolutions, whatever. And a lot of them are short-lived, because we start things and then we just kind of fall back into, our routine of whatever it is. So if your goals fell through or they just didn't get started, we're in the second quarter now. So this is the time to kick it into gear, quit guilting or shaming yourself because you didn't get it going. Let's just do it right now. Get it going. Put it on your calendar, your planner, whatever. Get in the gym, go for a walk in your neighborhood, your community, wherever, the back roads, however you can. Get it in there. This past weekend on Saturday, Guardians were honored to play the Night with the Savages show at Pop Rock Live. It was put on by our very own Native Heavy Presents. It was pretty cool turnout. I was really happy to see all kinds. So thank you all that came out, and also thank you to the ones who tuned in to the live streams. I know that there were several live streams going on that night. I'm glad I got there early to check out Perseverance. They were actually one band that I definitely wanted to see. So I'm glad I got to see them. On the list though, we have Perseverance from White River, Death Witch from Phoenix, Graves of the Monument, I believe, from Monument Valley. I have to double check on that. The Writ from Phoenix. You had us, Guardians from T.O., Dawn Autumn, Amaya from Phoenix, Alliance from San Carlos, and Ocean Harvest from the mighty Gila River. It was actually Ocean Harvest CD release show, so look out for their new self-titled CD. I picked one up at the show. I'm very happy with it. If you haven't heard any of these bands yet, check them out. Check out their Facebook and Instagram pages. I can tell you firsthand, they are all very awesome and talented bands. And what helps is to follow them on social media. So one thing about me that I, for a long time, I would just show up to a venue and wait outside in the car until it was time for us to play. Excuse me. And then, we'd play the show, and most of the times I would just head out after that. And it just hit me one day, and I kind of realized it wasn't making sense as to why I was doing that. And that was pretty lame of me, if you ask me. But I started getting to the venues early, going in, checking out the bands, and what I did discover was that I was missing out on a lot of really awesome bands. these days I'm just more appreciative this time around, and I want to keep discovering new bands for myself. And part of why I wanted to start up this podcast was to talk about bands that I see and ones that I discover just by showing up, giving them a word of mouth kind of acknowledgement. So if you can, support your local metal scenes by going to check out shows held at your local venue. If not the venue, the bands. Some bands go live, and so that's another way to show your support is by tuning into their live streams. For instance, we played a show with a band called Dead Reckoning on March 29th in Tucson at the Edge Bar. And they had just started out their tour. Prior to that show, I went to their page and I followed them. And since March 29th, they've been going live every night on their tour. And it's pretty cool. They just finished up the first leg of their tour, their Dead Army Takeover tour. So any little bit helps. I'll check out their lives for a while. It's pretty cool. So this coming Friday, April 21st, 2023, talk about touring bands. Pyrexia, a death metal band out of New York. If I'm correct, they formed somewhere around 1990 out of Long Island. There's some history to this band. Look them up. And they'll be coming through Tucson to the Rock this Friday. Guardians, along with Naquam and Genacost, will be on the list of support bands, which I love these two bands. They're pretty good. But also coming with Pyrexia is Embryonic Autopsy and Yotuma. So this is going to be one intense death metal show. So get your tickets from any of the supporting bands, whether us and Guardians, Naquam, or Genacost. Tickets are $18. I'm not sure how much they'll be the day off, but hit us up. For more info, hit up any of the bands, the supporting bands. Again, us and Guardians, Naquam, or Genacost. So just a quick session for you all. With that, I wish you all a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. Self-care is very important to us all, and it should be a priority in our lives. I see everybody as equal in the scene. Bands that we meet, fans, however you want to look at that as far as acquaintances. And I don't judge anybody. I learned, in my recovery, maybe that should be another session, but 17 years in recovery. Well, I shouldn't say recovery, sobriety, whatever you want to call it. And next month, actually, in May, I'll reach my 18 years sobriety. I was very addicted to drugs and alcohol, and pretty much wrecked my life back then. Since then, I've been sober. I'll be hitting my 18th year sobriety date next month. And one thing I learned is, hey, I've been there. I never judge anybody. Everybody goes through something. And so I see, friends who I like to refer to as my brothers or sisters in the scene, and other metal bands, or just followers, whatever. The struggle is real, and take care of yourselves every day, whatever you can do. I heard that the best investment we could ever make is within ourselves, and that's very true. Life's short, guys. Let's take care of each other's. So thank you for tuning in, and please, if you can, here's your call to action. Subscribe. subscribe, follow, and share this podcast and share the episodes. Lastly, though, I want to shout out to Isaiah from Alliance and Perseverance for telling me that it will get better when I told him that my podcast is not all that right now. And for me just to hear that from him, you know, it goes a long way, brother. Much love. And yeah, it definitely will get better. I just, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm really grateful, you know, for friends, brothers, sisters, and everybody in the scene. That's the support right there that we all need from each other. So take care of yourselves until next time. I will see you, Native Dave. Take care.